All right, Shalom. Before getting started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. All right. And as the title goes, as far as Lord willing, all right, Lord willing, I forgot because as the title goes again, the next phase of prophecy, and I meant to put a question mark, Salakia, if I didn't. I think I did, but just in case I didn't, I meant to put a question mark. Because Lord willing, Lord willing, as I've been saying, praying to Yahweh Shai Shai that just with the series of events that have been going on, and just Lord willing, man, the Lord doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal. All right, Lord willing, at this point, it's full pedal to the metal. The Lord doesn't ease up. All right. But of course, we just have to wait and see. Being that we are on the Lord's program, he's not on our program. So, but with that being said, I'm gonna get this word phase. Just the Google definition online. The word phase, it says a distinct period or stage in a series of events or process of change or development. And that stood out to me. All right, the development. Because I'm gonna go just get this. I'm gonna jump right into it. As far as that development, all right, because when it comes to, and as I just did a video earlier about sifting, all right, with the Heavenly Father, man, ultimately the elect are going to remain faithful. All right, they're going to stand steadfast. All right, because with that being said, every so often, every now and then, or whatever the case may be, there's these cycles where things are happening. All right, and it seems like this could be it, right? But then things die down, and it's like, damn. Well, obviously not. But within those cycles, in between those cycles, again, as I was mentioning in the live I did earlier, like I just said, the elect, whoever they are, they're going to remain faithful at the end of the day. But to the majority, like I was saying, things may be happening, prophecy may be popping, and we all get that feeling of excitement, like, damn, this could be it, right? But then things die down, and then you have the majority. It's a stumbling block unto them, and this happens time in and time out. This happens often. This happens all the time. These cycles, things are happening, then things die down, then things pick back up, and then things die down. And every time, Jake fall out. Because it's just like, man, damn, it's like the Lord is teasing us. It's like he's just fucking with us. But like I just said, we are on the Lord's time, all right? He doesn't operate on our time. So that's another thing when it comes to patience, all right? With that patience, boy, we just learn to subject ourselves to the will of Yahweh Shai. So, with that being said, man, with these cycles, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this in 2nd Ezra 16. I'm gonna start at verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. And it always seems like that. Like as I was just explaining, it always seems like that. Like, man, the Lord is just. It seems like the Lord is just fucking around, man. Like, it ain't gonna happen. And I might as well just. I'm speaking from the perspective of a 2/3, like, because believe it or not, you do have a lot of 2/3 in the truth right now. All right, so then these cycles, man, things happening, Then things die back down. The 2/3 they get sifted, they get weeded out, they get choked out, because because Yahushua doesn't come when we want him to. A lot of Jake, like I said, it's a summoning block. They said, man, fuck it, I might as well just go back into the world, man. The Lord ain't coming back no time soon. Fuck it, I'm gonna go back into the world, right? But the thing with these, and that's why I want to bring this up real quick, because the thing with these cycles, all right, these intervals, these contraptions for women that have given birth, they know, all right, as it goes on to say in verse 38, 2nd Ezra 16 and 38. Matter of fact, verse 37 again. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack, as when a woman, because that's Salaki, let's read it. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth. Within her birth, great pains can pass her womb. And that's the thing when it comes to a woman that's about to give birth. Listen, once, because we know eventually, all right, a woman that's in labor, eventually that baby's coming. All right, that baby's gonna come. And there's nothing that anyone could do to tell that baby to hold on, right? Hold on, I'm not ready. No, that baby, once that baby's due, that baby's coming. So, like unto these plagues, all right, they're getting closer and closer, all right. I'm gonna read verse 38 again. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, and shalom to you, Agim on the common board, Yahweh Shema Shabbat. All right, Ahabathum. It says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. And that's the thing when it comes to a woman that's about to give birth. Again, those intervals, those cycles, all right. A woman, when she's in labor, she has those contraptions. At one moment, it's intense, it hurts, it sucks, right? You don't want to be there, like, get this baby out of me already. But then she has, for a brief moment, that moment of calmness, and nothing's happening. She can just breathe, just take it easy, calm down, all right? But then when those pains come back, it's more intense than the cycle before. You see, that's the thing with these prophecies. Matter of fact, when you read verse 39, it says, 39, it says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the war shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So, again, like a woman giving birth, she's in between those cycles where, in those cycles where she's in those pains, those contraptions, are like, man, fuck, like, damn, the baby's coming, it's coming, this is it. But then nothing, the baby doesn't come. A moment of calm, and I'm not gonna say calm, but just a moment where the pain, so to say, subsides. It just comes to us some sort of an ease, like, okay, get ready for the next wave, all right? It comes in waves. That's the point. It comes in waves, but each wave that comes, it comes stronger. It's more intense, and that's like into these prophecies. That's what I'm saying with these cycles, again, man, and I've been thinking a lot, just as far as, like, look at what happened between just last year alone, all right, with Russia so-called invading Ukraine. Hey, we thought, a lot of us thought that, hey, this could be such and such, this could lead to such and such, things were happening, right? But just look at that last year, and look at what just happened as of recently, right? With Israel and Hamas, right? Again, the cycles, because this shit is more intense than Because we're really looking at this situation like, damn, this is, oh shit, like, man, it's just more intense. You know, it's more magnified. It's just like more, oh, like, oh shit, this could be it. You hear brothers, we see, you know, we hear brothers say it all the time, like, man, this could be it. It could not, but then it could be. Because according to prophecy, hey, Israel, there's all this talk of Iran getting involved. When we know the prophecies, like, once Israel and Iran start going at it, Russia is going to get involved. America's going to get, like, this could be it. You know, we just have to wait and see. But nevertheless, it all comes in waves. You know, it all comes in waves, and each wave that comes is just more magnified. It's more intense. You know, and I was just thinking, you know, I might rant a little bit, Slovakia, but you know, like I was saying, with all the recent events in the news, all this talk of these so-called illegal immigrants and these foreign troops, you know, basically America's under siege. All right, America has been getting invaded. All right, you know, and I was just thinking, because the stage might be set, and that's why, Slovakia, if I didn't, I think I did, but in case I didn't, all right, as far as the next phase of prophecy, all right, the development, all right, as I read the definition of phase, you know, that development, right? Because with this whole, what do you call it, the ring of fire eclipse, you know, which we know the scriptures to talk about the signs in the heavens, man, you know, and this whole ring of fire eclipse, right? Well, could that be an indicator for the next, where we're entering into the next phase of prophecy? Are things gonna more so turn up and, you know, just get more intensified? You know, we just have to see, wait and see. All right, because I was thinking, you know, with this whole, with the talks of basically a lot of these oil producing companies, or excuse me, a lot of these oil producing nations, of course, Saudi Arabia being the main one of America's main allies, joining the BRICS, and this is supposed to kick in January 1st, right? Well, who's to say? And again, it's all speculation, right? It's all speculation. I'm gonna get this a revelation. Because, hey, anything can happen between now and when this BRICS currency, you know, really kicks in. Anything can happen between now and then, you know. And I believe, because you just got to pay attention. Certain things that brothers be saying, you just gotta really, you know, look at it from a spiritual standpoint. Because a lot of things brothers be saying, man, believe it or not, brothers be prophesying. You know, brothers are prophesying in the spirit. You know, I believe that brothers be prophesying. You know, and I believe, because the Apostle Tahar, like he's been saying, like, hey, this thing could take place within months. All right, things can happen within months, and by the time, you know, whatever happens, from that time to the time of the mandation of the MOTB. Once that MOTB gets mandated, hey, we could be out of here in months. So, you know, like I was saying, I believe the Apostle Tahar, I believe he's prophesying in the spirit when he says certain things like that, you know. Months. You know, like I was saying, anything can happen between now and the time this BRICS currency comes online. All hell could break loose, right? And once this BRICS currency gets online, man, and you know, I'm still doing my research as far as, like, well, I'm not gonna jump the gun. Lord willing, I get around to doing a video on it. But as far as like the oil, and you know, the big bro Azaria just did a video going into how basically over there in the so-called Middle East, you know, and then basically and in not so many words, you know, that whole what was it, the Red Sea region, that region over there, and how it's been given control. The control of it has been given to the BRICS. Yeah, that's major news, you know. But as far as like the oil, the diesel is more and more being cut off, because listen, real soon we're going to start seeing more. The price of gas is going to go up, and long story short, hyperinflation. All right, all hell's going to break loose, because one thing is going to lead to another. Niggas are going to panic, and as I always say, niggas are going to go about it the ski mask way. All right, the more and more the price of everything goes up, and it just gets harder and harder to live and survive. And it's bad enough now. People can barely afford anything, but when it really gets to that point where hyperinflation, all right, and as I like to say, super hyperinflation, man, it's going to get crazy. But that's what I was saying. Like, I was thinking, because anything can happen between now and the time that BRICS currency comes online in January. Right, all hell could already be breaking loose. Right, anything can happen within the next few weeks, months. Right, anything can happen. All right, and the fact that they already have, as I was mentioning before, with all the these middle-aged men basically infiltrating Babylon. Basically, man, listen, the stage is being set. All right, everything's being moved into place. Those foreign troops will already be here. And again, just speculating through the spirit, like, all hell could already be breaking loose. And by the time that BRICS currency comes online, like I said, it's just like, man, that MOTB, at the end of the day, that MOTB, like, listen, all hell could already be breaking loose, and Esau could just already come out with it, like, hey, take this and you'll be good. Just speculate through the spirit. That's why I want to read this in Revelation 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. All right, that word readeth, man, because blessed is he who has this understanding. All right, listen, we know. All right, we know this it's just a matter of time. This shit is coming. Been saying this for years, man. Hey, the MOTB is not coming, it's already here. It's just a matter of it being mandated. It's just a matter of the perfect crisis, the right events, because things are already happening as it is. It's just a matter of that one. It's just a matter of that right event, the perfect event. But to those that have the understanding, that's why, again, when you go into that word readeth, it goes into that understanding. Those that have the understanding, like, Lord willing, man, we're ready for this. Like, we've been, and that's another thing, like, man, back in 2018, 2019, before 2020, before the lockdowns and whatnot, I remember telling people, man, like, hey, and this was before I even started following the Apostles of Great Millstone. Like, certain things, it's just you tell certain people of certain things, man, and it's just it's a matter of talking the talk, but once you have to walk the walk, for an example, 2020, 2021, when they started giving out all those stimulus checks and things of that nature, right? I remember telling people, because all my folk and them, they were excited, getting all this money. And I was telling people, like, hey, I was telling my people, like, hey, it's all good now, but just wait, because this shit's going to lead to inflation. Just wait. Yeah, you getting that shit now, but, don't be surprised in the future when the price of everything starts going up. I remember telling people this, man, my people this. I was telling my demonists, like, a couple of years ago, like, man, listen, hey, we're somewhat living decently, living comfortably now, but don't get too used to this shit, because everything's gonna start going up. And I tell everyone, don't be surprised. That's my thing. Don't be surprised. And sure enough, right? Rent has been going up. Everything's been going up, and You know, I've been one to live below my means. I'm not. I don't live extravagant or anything like that. I'm pretty simple and basic. You know. So with that being said, the fact that it has been getting harder and harder, tougher and tougher to squeeze, man. Hey, like I was saying, hey, the talk, but talking that talk. I mean, hey, now a lot of us, we're living that walk. We're walking that walk. And it's no surprise. Like I tell people, don't be surprised, you know. And sure enough, Jake is out here through and through. But hey, you know, but that just goes to what I was saying. Like I said in Revelation 1 and 3 again, blessed is he that readeth. All right, to those that have that understanding, like, yeah, this is it's coming. It's coming. This shit is it's going to happen in our lifetime. We are going to feel the effects. Not only we're going to see it and we're going to feel it. But that's the beautiful thing about it. We have that understanding. All right. Again, when you look into that word readeth, blessed is he that readeth. All right. Those that have that understanding, like we have that, we know. All right. We know it's coming. We know what's coming. And I always use the example. All right. With, if you're fighting, right? The punches that tend to knock you out is the ones that you don't see coming, right? But it's a thing of bracing for impact. And you see, we're bracing for impact because, you see the punch coming, there's not much you can do about it. All you can do is brace it and brace for impact. But it's going to have less of an impact, all right, if you're prepared for it, versus those that aren't prepared for it. Those are the ones going to get knocked on their ass. And the majority of these people, everyone outside of the elect, they're going to get knocked on their ass. But Lord willing, we're that number. Likewise, to those of us, the hopeful elect, we're bracing for impact. We see it coming because, again, we have that understanding. Like this, we know what's coming. But again, it's not to say we're not going to be affected by it. We're going to be affected. All right. And that's the thing with the whole bracing for impact. You're still going to get hit. All right. You're still going to feel it, but you're not going to get your ass knocked out. All right. It's not going to hurt as much as that one that wasn't bracing for impact and he falls on his ass. No, we're bracing for impact. We know what's coming. You see? And it's just a matter of, hey, going back to bring it all full circle, Lord willing. Because again, with the signs of the heavens, man, Lord willing, with this and supposedly, if I'm not mistaken, anyone can correct me if I'm wrong. This Ring of Fire eclipse that it just took place just this past Saturday. It was supposed to be like an X. It was supposed to come. It was supposed to form this X across Babylon, across America, and that's the spirit. The lights just went out. And again, hey, everything is spiritual. We look at everything spiritual. This parking lot, this plaza, and the lights just went out because these people, they're closing down. So everything is spiritual. And that's what we're waiting on. That's what we're banking on. Just the Lord to just plug the lights on this place. We can't wait. And again, Lord willing, that's the next phase. All right. Again, everything is being moved into place. And I was just thinking, man, come January, when this whole breaks is supposed to come online, because brothers have been talking. We've been talking about how the dollar's going to collapse. It's only a matter of time before it eventually it does collapse. Eventually, there's going to be a new way of buying and selling. Eventually, people hear us talking about it all the time, and y'all been talking about it. And well, eventually, prophecy is going to be all of our reality. All right, and it's just like, again, anything can happen between now. Anything can happen between now and then, man. Again, the nation is supposed to be on high alert for these attacks, terrorist attacks, right? Anything can happen. And that's the thing. Like, you know, all hell breaks loose. Let's say something were to happen tomorrow, right? Some type of a attack takes place tomorrow. Well, martial law gets enacted, you know, and then boom, all that's going to be in place for the next thing, which again, just speaking expressly through the spirit, that MOTB, all hell's already going to be breaking loose, and boom, the MOTB. Listen, if y'all want to buy or sell, y'all want to eat, y'all want to pay rent, y'all want to do anything, hey, come down to your nearest local C-HIP station, take the C-HIP. If you don't take it, you're gonna get locked up, you're gonna get beheaded. Boom. You know, that's how quick things can happen. That's how quickly things can happen. All right, but Lord willing, with this ring of fire eclipse that just took place this past Saturday, this could, Lord willing, the next phase development of prophecy, man. You know, that's what it's, all this has me just thinking about, everything that's going on. All right, everything that's taking place. All right, the pieces that are being moved into place. Everything. The Lord is, Exodus 15:3. All right, the Lord is a man of war. He's the ultimate strategist. All right, he's the ultimate chess player, man. The ultimate mastermind. You know, the Lord is moving everything into place. You know, and again, that's why blessed is the man that he has this level of understanding. Like, okay, the Lord said this was going to happen. The Lord said that. Okay, and it should be a faith booster for us. All right, all right, because when, you know, the Lord's not a liar, so it's just like, okay, yeah, the Lord, he's coming soon. Meanwhile, you got niggas on the comment boards talking about, man, all y'all talk about is the MOTB, and we're supposed to be obsessed with prophets because let's get this in 2 Ezra 9. How else are we supposed to? Man, there's a precept. It just slipped my tongue. But it talks about hope. You know, because listen, it's easy to lose hope. It's hard to cling on to this. It's hard to be in this. It's hard to, you know, it's hard. Make no mistake about it. This thing of ours is hard. It's difficult. And then that's why it's just like the Lord, he has to, you know, hit us with something to just boost our spirit, to revive our hope. Because again, going back to those cycles, man, this is like things that be happening, but then things that die down. It's like, damn, well, you know, but then things that pick back up, but things that die down. It's like, damn, but things that pick back up again. And, you know, it's just like the Lord, he has to revive our hope, because again, this is hard. It's hard, you know, in a world of wickedness, man, trying to do the right thing and serving Yahweh Shema Shai. And I just scriptures, like King David said, it's like, man, roughly paraphrasing, like, man, seeing the being envious at the wicked, like, man, these niggas are prospering, man. Like, damn, man, we're over here suffering. Here it is, we're doing our best. It's like, damn, we're catching so much hell, but these niggas out here, they're just living it up. Like, damn, that gets discouraging. You know, it gets discouraging. You know, this truth can be very disenchanting. It's like, man, well, god damn, I'm doing my best. And that's why, like I was saying, like a lot of Jake, man, they our Lord turns the heat up, man. And it's just like, man, Jake is like, I ain't built, I'm done, man. This shit ain't worth it. You know, that's that attitude of two-thirds, man. But the Lord, he's going to keep that hope in us, man. He's going to continue to revive that hope, because again, as the scriptures say, the Lord, he renews our strength daily. Because listen, just waking up, you know, in this bullshit society, waking up in this bullshit society, man, it's like, man, fuck, you know, we get that feeling like, man, damn, as much as we want to be in the spiritual realm, you know, I wake up like, man, damn, the Lord got me here another day. But, you know, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. It's another day to serve. It's another day to, you know, one day closer to getting that spiritual power, man. One day, it's just another day and seeing the downfall and the destruction of this wicked kingdom. It's just, you know, because again, the flesh, I always talk about the flesh, man. The flesh is naturally going to react one way, but the spirit is just like, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. As much as none of us want to be here, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. We're here, man. You know, for the Lord's purpose. So fuck it, fuck the bullshit, fuck all the shit, you know. The second Esdras 9:1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Now, how are we supposed to measure the time? How are we so fervent in the spirit? Like, man, we're close. It's because of prophecy. All right. It's because of the shit that's popping off worldwide. For niggas that are, man, all y'all do is talk about MOTB. Y'all talk about the same thing. Y'all talk about, y'all always bringing out articles and, well, shit, how else are we supposed to calculate how close we are? What else is supposed to revive our hopes? You know, what else is there? Quite frankly, what else is there to do other than this? What else is there to do? You might be having a bad day. Listen, I'm just speaking for myself, all right? You know, because it's like, damn, you know, Sunday night, as soon as, you know, brothers, as soon as we, you know, after fellowship, you know, it's right after the fellowship, it's like, man, damn, something. Whether it be a text message or a flat tire or something, man. It's like, man, god damn. And I kid you not, from Sunday to Saturday, right before camp, it's always it's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. And it's like, man, god damn. You know? But with that being said, what was that? This past Saturday. Was it last Saturday? When this whole shit popped off with Israel, it was definitely a Saturday. I don't know if it was last Saturday or the Saturday before. I think it was last Saturday, but whenever that shit took place, all right, with Israel and Hamas and that whole shit took place, all right, listen, I was having a bad day, a bad week, bad day, all right, but Saturday, you know, Saturday morning came and all I saw was Israel, breaking news, Israel and Hamas attacked Israel. All right, like I said, it was one of those days like, man, fuck, you know, fucking loud ass kids being bad, and it's like, man, god damn. As soon as I went to the phone and, you know, saw the news, I was like, oh shit, you know, that was a faith booster. It was encouraging, it was uplifting, like, oh shit, you know, because it be like that for brothers, man. It be like that for all of us, like, you know, the Lord, again, the Lord, he renews our strength, you know, he renews our strength, man, because shit. You know, it's easy to get consumed in the bullshit of this world, but hey, you know, and that's what I was saying. Again, Lord willing, the Lord doesn't take us foot off the gas pedal. Lord willing, this is it. You know, but then again, it might not be. Going back to what I was saying in the beginning, those cycles, those birth pains, all right, the birth pains, man, those cycles, you know. But this, I ain't gonna lie, this is looking pretty goddamn intense, you know, because with each wave, like I said, is more intense. So, hey, of course, we just have to wait and see. But, you know, just to recap, man, again, with this whole Ring of Fire eclipse that took place this past Saturday, Lord willing, this is the next phase into prophecy, the development, all right. You know, Lord willing, this is it. Because as I was thinking and meditating, you know, next year with the whole BRICS thing coming online, who's to say that something could take place? It appears they already got their, you know, America's already being infiltrated. All right, them foreign troops, they're already here. A lot of those sleeper cells are already here. You see the videos of all the military vehicles being moved around, and something can happen, boom, martial law, boom, and then come, you know, the BRICS thing coming online, the BRICS currency, all hell's already gonna be breaking loose, you know, and who's to say, boom, you know, hey, you know, the implementation, the mandation of that MOTB, you know, it's you know, man, it's just a thought. You know, not saying it's going to happen, but that's why the Apostle Gabar always says, man, we have to be visionaries. We just have to be able to see beyond this, you know, because as I said in the video I did earlier, like, hey, it's to a point where brothers are calling Esau on this bullshit. Brothers calling Esau's move before he does it. All right. You know, because it's all according to prophecy. All y'all do is talk about the MOTB and you bring out news articles, man. Well, how, what? You Jakes, these Jakes, they want to be entertained, man. It's like, what else? What do y'all want? Y'all like to see shit with the IUIC and the IUSUPK. That's what y'all want to see. All right. You know, Vocab meets one of the Vocab Malone, which that nigga's Heyman. He's got to be Heyman. All right, speaking as a man, he's got to be Heyman. You know, but this nigga Vocab Malone meets the Apostles of Great Millstone. This is this type of shit y'all want to see controversy. Y'all want to see drama, because quite frankly, a lot of these niggas, man, they have this effeminate spirit on them. All right, you know, they have this bitch spirit on them, the spirit of the nigga woman on them. You know, because that's what women like. Women love drama. All right, they love drama, and that's a lot of these niggas, man. They want drama. All right, you know, effeminate and emotional and bored, quite frankly. You know, and they just want to stir up. That's neither here nor there. All right. But nevertheless, Lord willing, this was just a thought. I will write this out. It was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect the Lord willing, until the next one.